want to talk today about some of the phenomenon that I saw in Karen State, particularly in the refugee camps. And this phenomenon is young people that, because of their situation, they see very little hope for their future because of the uncertainty on what's going to happen to them, many of which were born into refugee camps and have been there for, in some cases, 20 plus years. So I want to use an analogy, and this really is where you can take a jar and put a bunch of fleas inside the jar, and you can put the lid on the jar, and the fleas are going to fly around, and they're going to stay within that jar, and they're going to become acclimated to this jar. And then if you remove the lid, they will continue to basically fly around the jar, and they will not fly out. They basically have realized that there's a ceiling over them, and they stop trying. And so even with the lid removed, they won't even attempt it, and they will stay within the confines of that jar. And if you go even further, and if you dump out the jar of the fleas, you will find, unbelievably, the fleas will still have that formation of the shape of the jar because they are acclimated to that, and it will take quite a bit of time for them to begin to realize that they're actually no longer confined. The point I want to make is when you're in the refugee camps, it's critical for you to train your mind and begin seeing yourself for your future as a leader and the things that you can do to help people and develop yourself. Do not see yourself that you're stuck in this refugee camp. You're just in a holding pattern to develop yourself as best as you possibly can. So then in the future, as doors open, and you don't know what doors may open, but trust me, there are doors that will open, you'll be able to step through there and be fully prepared.